going to kill herself. So there you go again. You've got that guilt. You've got that guilt.
Oh, wow.
That something you do or don't do means it's going to cause a scenario or a situation where you have made things worse. So yeah, I drove there, but driving there that day, something in my head was different. I remember getting out the car and walking up the stairs. He was on the second floor, and I trashed the office. I pushed over all the filing cabinets, all the telephones, all the papers on the desk. They were strewn everywhere, and he was sat there with a gun pointing at me, and I said to him, "Just shoot me." I said it a bit more graphically than that, but I sort of said to him, "Shoot me," because this is the way out for me. I can't do this anymore. And he sort of sat there and he said nothing for, it seemed like a couple of minutes. Obviously, it was shorter than that, but there was the tension and the emotion going on in the room, so it was very emphasized. And then he sort of said to me, "I'm not going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot me. And then you have to tell your mum, you have to explain this." And I guess that's the one point that I can actually remember saying, or actually feeling, because I actually felt it that day, was then do it, because I don't care. And that was the day where, if I think back, was the day when my inner hate, my inner, feelings of rage, and the feelings I'd suppressed because of trying to protect others. That day I couldn't, and it all sort of came out. It was like a volcano, I guess. The floodgates were open, and the little boy with the finger in the dam wasn't there. And yeah, that was when I vented. But that changed an awful lot in me because the feelings of hate. So, I sort of changed how I was feeling about things going on around me. So that there is a path that I walked, and you never know where it's going to happen and how. But different things go on, and they change the outcome. They change the way things will end. They change. They change so many things, and you're never going to know this until you walk that path. But you have to know there is an end. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just how long it takes till you get there. But you have to feel all these emotions. Love, hate, rage. They're human emotions, and they're mixed up in so many things throughout our lives. Not just my story, but your marriage, your relationship with your children, everything. They're emotions that you have to sort of put in the right boxes, the right compartments to get your life in order. Again, a jigsaw. And that's what it's all about. And for me, that day, that moment in time, that was my rage jigsaw piece, and that was put in place.
Wow, pivotal moment. What age were you at the time?
I must have been, I guess, about 38, then 38.
38, and that's how long it actually took out for that rage to just move you, catapult you out of your own, I have to carry this burden for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. As a child, I didn't remember, as I said earlier. So does a child feel rage? I think a child just feels hurt, fear. They're afraid of the dark. They're afraid of the boogeyman. You hear the stairs creak and you know what's happening. So does a child know rage? I just think a child knows fear. And not understanding that someone that's supposed to love them and protect them, the wing they're supposed to sort of hide under, is abusing them. So I guess not remembering until I was an adult, all that rage came out in one. But as a child, would I have been able to, deal with that as rage? I don't know that I would. I obviously, it was happening to me as a child, so I would have known. I just suppressed the memories. I don't know how I dealt with it as a child because I guess I got 95% recollection right now, I suppose, in my life. So I think anger and hate is something that is an adult emotion more than the child. The child just feels hurt and feels they've done something wrong and feels as though they're to blame. They're the one that's spoiling everything going on in this happy household, this sort of family that's this wonderful tight unit, and you're the bit that doesn't fit. You're the bit that is abused. You're the bit that nobody cares about. Do you tell anybody? No, because they wouldn't care anyway. So, does the child feel rage? I don't know that. This emotion that they feel, I don't know. I don't think so.
What keeps coming to my mind over and over again is, where was your mom? Where was your mom? Where was your mom? And then how has your mom responded since to reading your book or to facing her husband? Or where is your mom? You love her so much. She's such a pivotal part of your life. Where is she? Where is she during your childhood? Where is she during these times?
Yeah, okay, that's a big one. I'm asked a lot, did my mum know? I don't know that she does. She did in the end, because I spent 4 years trying to protect her from all that pain and what was going on. And eventually, when I took charge of me once more, my stepfather sort of decided to. My family is split all over England. You talk about 300-mile round trip, I suppose, to get to all my family members. She spent all night driving up and down the country, telling members of my family, including my siblings, my aunties, my uncles, my cousins, that we were having an affair, that I was going to leave with him, and this is what was going on. He came to the office the next day and told me this had happened, every time I say that, it's sort of, this is this little switch that goes in my head, because I never understand their reaction, because no one, not any one of them, gave me the benefit of the doubt. I rang my siblings, they wouldn't even come to the telephone. We didn't speak to 5 years until my mum was in intensive care. Sadly, she never held on to that fight for her life, so, she's passed some time now. I didn't write my book until after she died, because I just didn't think I could put her through that pain.
Oh my goodness.
And I still wrote it under a pen name, because there's people still living I need to protect. So, every time I say that, it's really odd, because I'm still trying to protect people. But that's in me. That's who I am. That is my mechanism. So even with trying to reach out to others and healing myself,